In today's video, I've got one goal: villagers. My plan is to build a lovely pirate town and get at least one of every type of villager. So we've been fairly busy in between episodes. As you can see, I've organised all of my chests. They've been two, one for the nether, one for the end. And as you can see from the time-lapse, I've also just slightly extended some terrain ready for today's build. And I've been reading your comments and name suggestions, and it's time we put a name to the goat. So let's go and grab a name tag. What chest is it in? And where's our anvil? And my favourite name suggestion was Gerald. So a big thank you to EdTownley4653 for that suggestion. And there we go. Gerald the goat. Let's take you on a little walk, I think, though. Where should we put you today? You can go here today. So that's that done. And it's now time to focus on the main goal. First of all, I want to make a nether portal and I want to conquer the nether because there's a few materials I'd like to obtain. We're going to make sure the nether portal actually looks nice. And then we're going to move on to the main goal, and that's villagers. We're obviously going to need to start by borrowing some villagers from the local town. And then we're going to build a bigger and better town before turning all those villagers into every profession we could ever need. And the rest is history. And I'm going to grab my obsidian. Is that enough? 17? Yeah, that should be enough. I want a flint and steel. So let's craft one of those. And I think we're going to worry about the design later. What is going on here? Wandering trader. What's he got for sale? Anything interesting? No. I'm just going to build it over here now. I think we'll worry about the design later. Just this plain old nether portal. I can light that. There we go. I best actually just get a few supplies because we are in hardcore and we don't really want to die in the nether. So let's think, what can we get? I'm going to take a few buckets, take a shield, and I'm going to grab a few stacks of cobblestone, which we obtained from the big mining job of this terrain area. And that'll just mean we can bridge through places. So let's enter the nether. And where have we spawned? Hey, this doesn't look too bad, to be fair. That's rapidly approaching. Boat time. Right, where do we begin? Oh, I've already looked at an enderman. Uh-oh. All blocked. They actually do a lot of damage. Oh my days, they do more damage than I thought. Whew. Okay, so what on earth is going on over there? Oh my god, they're all coming for me. Oh my god. Oh my days, they've changed their mind. What is going on? What? Oh wait, no they're not. What the hell? Oh, I think they're coming for me now. He's definitely looking at me. What am I being attacked by now? What is that? Just go away. Let's get a bit of this wood. I don't even know why I want this wood. This looks really ugly. But we're here for everything. Yeah, run. Run, you fool. Run. We'll grab a bit of soul soil. A bit of soul sand. Oh my days. It's a thing. A dried ghast. Project Happy Ghast is on. We are going to have to figure out how to actually deal with those because I'm not sure how to make one of them into an actual ghast, but we'll figure it out. Let me just note down my coordinates. There we go. And off we venture into the distance. In fact, I'm just going to bob back real quick because I've had a great idea. Hopefully very quickly. I'm about to get shot. Right, I've got a saddle and a fishing rod, and I'm just going to run past all of these because I cannot be bothered dealing with them again. And if I can just find one of these, make one of them, and then are you thinking what I'm thinking? I can ride that thing. Let's just head down there somehow. And I will take a few of these actually just for my own sake. And I'm being chased again. Oh my gosh, I'm never coming back to this place ever again. Oh yeah. I'm going to be honest, it's not the fastest moving thing of the world, but it's definitely very handy. I wonder if we can bring him back. They're quite the character, aren't they? I actually feel quite safe on this, because I know the only thing that could attack me is one of them. I think I'm just going to keep riding until I can find a fortress, because... And we might as well grab some of this glowstone as we're going past. Oh, he's just going to walk the other way, isn't he? Oh, you absolute... Oh, my days. This is annoying. Yep, didn't want that glowstone anyway, mate. Yep. All right. I give up. Oh, is that something? Oh, that's definitely something. Oh my days, that is big. And now we need to somehow safely get up there. And I guess this cobblestone is going to come in handy. Apart from I can't get up. Can I jump? Okay, yeah. You've been great to me. Can I take my saddle back, though? Thank you. I feel quite bad. I feel like I made a new companion within that strider. But sometimes in life, you just have to keep moving. And this is where I probably die. That'd be good. Imagine if I died on my second video on this world. Oh, no. Oh, I think they're coming for me. Dodge! I'm glad I've got a shield. Oh, yeah. Ooh, hello, skeleton. I will take all of this nether wart, because we have left a space in our starter house for a bit of brewing. So it would be rude not to. And what's in this chest? In gold? I'm scared that a wither skeleton is just going to come out of absolute nowhere and absolutely just murk me. Need to check these corners. Quite quiet, this place. Take it back! I take it back! When have they dropped the skull? Nope. No, they've not. Tell you what, there's a lot of saddles, which I'm not going to turn down. I should have brought a bundle. We probably should have thought this through a bit better than just rushing in, but oh well. We're here now. Right. That is mainly what I'm here for. Not quite all of them at once, though. Woo! Right, let's get to full health. Oh, that blaze is coming for me. Hide in the corner whilst it shoots. I am going to play a bit safer this time because I know we are on hardcore this time. I'm going to sit here with my shield. Oh, I don't like this at all. They're not dropping me much, I'm going to be honest, which isn't very helpful. Oh, my shield broke! No! Can I make one with this iron? Surely, come on. Oh, we are so back. Right, who wants it? Looks like we have some volunteers. How many are we on? 6. I don't really know how many I want, to be fair. Why am I doing a jiggy? What is going on? I think we'll get these two and we'll keep moving. But I think it's time we start killing some wither skeletons. Oh my days. That was really good timing. The first one we killed. Well, technically the second one. I don't think we'll end up fighting the boss just yet because I don't quite think we're ready. But I think preparation is key. Never. Okay, they've just killed themselves. And there we go. That is number 3. Let's just try and get out of this fortress first. That would help. There we go. That looks like our way out. My sword's about to break, which isn't nice. And I just want to grab a bit more soul sand. I'm trying to think what else we can really get from here. We don't really need quartz for anything. And there's a bastion which we'll head into. I would obtain some netherite, but not exactly put netherite on iron armor. So it's quite pointless at the moment. And we are just going to actually make a quick iron sword before we go back in here. Right, let's get this underway. Oh, I forgot these aren't friendly. Those piglin brutes are the only ones that scare me. Oh! Is there anything in the chest? Nope. Okay. I'm glad that was worth it. What? I don't know where I'm being shot from. Being sniped. I'm just going to block myself in. I hate this place. I'll take this gold block. What's through here? What's in this double chest? Now, are any of them good? I mean, I'll take the snout. I don't know what it does. Oh. Yeah, how's a bit of that, mate? I've found 2 chests, but I've also found a few not so welcoming friends. We've now got a bit of a piglin farm going on. Are we clear? Can't quite see around that corner. I think we're good. Full speed 3. Oh, hello. Say you. A smithing template. We will need one of them. Piece of ancient debris. I won't turn that down. And what else is there? Lots of obsidian. 11 crying obsidian. It looks cool, so I'm going to take it purely for the looks. That wasn't the best chest of all time. I think we're just going to need to try and get out of here one way or another. We'll just go this way. Right, we're back to square one. I think it might be time that we get out of here. I don't think there's much more that we can kind of grab around here. I think it might be time to hang up the boots and call it a day because home is in sight. Oh, thank God for that. Home is in sight. Let's head right back through there. Get me out of here. Oh, it's so nice and green. And what are you still doing here? All right, so we can cross a few of these off now. So we've made the nether portal. And I'd like to say we've conquered it. I think we're going to revisit the nether portal design idea later because right now I need to get started with some villagers and let them start doing their thing. So I think that's the next plan. But actually, I do just need to add one more thing. Raise a happy ghast. There we go. And now we just need to just sort all of our inventory out without placing anything down. Right, that's inventory cleared. Our armor is very weak. Oh my days. So the next thing I want to do is figure out what to do with this dried ghast. Hold on. So let's have a look on the Minecraft fandom. When dried gas are placed underwater, they turn into gaslings. This process takes 20 minutes or so. Alright, that seems pretty doable. There we go. Now I guess we just wait. Alright, what do we need for villagers? I guess minecarts. And we're going to need lots of them. So where's my iron? We need some sticks. Okay, I think a stack should be plenty. And then if we've got any redstone, and I'm just going to grab some gold because I don't know how we make these powered rails. There we go. I'll just make a few of those and some redstone torches. Now we can see that village in the distance, so let's go get some villagers. Right, I'm a man with a plan, and where are these villagers? Hello? Oh, don't tell me they're all up there. We don't quite have enough rails, so we're going to have to do this in multiple parts, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. For now, let's just try and borrow our first villager. Come on, just stand still for a second. Come on, can I send that? Yes! Okay, that's number 1. I hate villagers. There we go, off into the distance, our first 2 villagers. And I think we need to start moving these rails, because we obviously can't afford enough. You're not meant to be back here. Bye again. This could take a lot longer than I thought. Probably a good time to mention, as you can see over there, I've just flattened out a large piece of land in between recording sessions. And I think we're going to move all the villagers there, well, our 2 villagers, and build a bit of a villager breeder. All right, I've got them right where I want them. Now it's time to set up a villager breeder. And frankly, I have no idea how to make one of these. And according to this tutorial, we've got everything we need. And I will just sleep so we don't get attacked. Right, let's build this villager breeder. Okay, there we go. So it's a very simple villager breeder, but it does the job, and hopefully it'll give us enough villagers to ensure that we can get at least one of every type. Oh my god, they're making love now. And what are they doing? Oh my god, they're throwing some carrots at each other. Oh, have we got a... Oh, we've got a baby already. Oh, look at that. At least it works. Take the carrots back, though. Go on, keep making love. Right, but I think we're going to leave them to it now. And I have got all of our wood saplings in our inventory. Because I think whilst they're making love, we should start getting some resources for this big town. So, let's get all of these saplings planted. And oh my days, there's a lot of saplings. I feel like we might have underestimated how many we've planted. But I think we'll worry about that later. Oh, hello. Oh, it's so cute. Let's just grab a lead before it flies away. That wouldn't be good. And again, I've got a couple more name tags, so please leave some name suggestions down below. And my favorite one again, I'll name the Ghast. We're just going to double check our sand supplies. We've got plenty of sand, and we've got plenty of gravel, a fair bit of stone, and I think all we need for this build that we've not got already is a bit of mud. Now, we've got some mud bricks, but we don't have any packed mud. The problem is we need either a mango swamp or a lot of water bottles. And I think I'd rather go to the mangrove swamps. So let's just build a couple shovels like so. And whilst all those trees are growing and our villagers are breeding, let's head to the swamp. All right, I can see one in the distance. And we are here for one reason and one reason only. This mud. So we spent a while and plenty of shovels, grabbing as much mud as we can. And we also grabbed a couple of the wood saplings before heading back to a home or a full-grown forest. All right, well, this forest needs chopping. Right, I'd say that was fairly successful. As you can see, we've got a lot of wood now, and that should be all the wood we could ever need to build this town. We've got most of our stones. We'll have enough for some concrete powder, some red sandstone, and I've just got these hay bales because I want to craft some of our mud into packed mud, and we're going to need more wheat. So let's try that again in a second. And that is, I think, everything we can make for now in terms of packed mud whilst this wheat grows. All right, we'll come back to that later. I'm just going to shear all these sheep because I might put some wool to use, whether it be flags, light grey wool for stone. I'm not too sure yet. And there's one final thing I want to do before we actually get started building this town. As you can probably hear, I think our happy gas is at full growth. So we need to make a harness. And to do that, I need 3 leather, 2 glass, and a piece of wool. And I'm going to dye that brown. Why not? And there we go, a brown harness. Let's go equip it and see what we can do with this thing. Oh my days. How do we fly this thing? Oh, wow. Oh, this could actually be very handy for building. And I believe I can, yes, stand up on it and walk around. Okay, I like this. I very much like this. Do they fly away? Oh, yes, they fly away. Let's just make sure you don't go anywhere. I feel like we need to build like a little post or something we can harness him to. Right, let's just collect the remainder of these saplings, and then I think we're ready to start building the first few houses and get our first few villagers. Right, so we've got enough villagers to get started, and I've got plenty of resources. So I think we're just going to get started building our very first house. So I've just made a little textured base. I think we're going to start about here, just with some logs. And I'm going to take these all 3 high. And I think I'm just going to mess around with some sandstone for this. We'll get some spruce signs in here and some planks like so. And most importantly, we'll strip these logs. We can't forget a door, so we'll just do an oak for this one. Perfect. And for this, I'm going to put a blast furnace there to symbolize that that's what house it is. So we know that in this house, we can walk in and it'll be all our blast furnace villagers. But we'll worry about the interior later on. I just want to get this kind of front facade done first. And now I think is a perfect time for the happy ghast. It's flying away. Let me just make a fence so it doesn't fly away. It's actually very handy. Wow. I'll just run some spruce planks across. And again, we'll just bring these logs up and you guessed it, strip them. And then for this one, I'm thinking some sandstone stairs. And we've just made a very simple window design and with some more fences. I'm thinking like a little balcony could be cool. We'll put some fence gates in between there. I think I'm just going to go grab some jungle plants because we'll do something similar to that. We'll just run them across here and then run them across here. Perfect. And then I think we'll do one more kind of roof bit here. This is where my acacia comes in. And I've got no inventory space. But we just need as many stairs as we can possibly get our hands on. And we'll just start with 32 because of my inventory. Yeah, these running across here. I think that's plenty. So let's just bring all of this across. I mean, that's looking a bit basic at the moment. So let me make another crafting table because I've just lost the other one. And I'm going to mine out a 5-block wide gap here. And I'm just going to slope up some stairs. And we'll finish it with a log coming across. I'm going to place some logs here and here. And you know the rules by now. We need to strip them, and we'll finish this just with some planks and a stair. Just going to grab some spruce fences and some spruce slabs, and we're just going to run along this and place some fences for a little bit of detail. We're starting to get a little somewhere here, which is nice. And last but not least, I'm just going to make a few spruce fence gates so that I can curve off this. Maybe up here will be like a little attic space. Oh my days, why is there so many zombies? What? Why is there so many? Oh my, I'm gonna die here if I'm not careful. I'm genuinely baffled to why there's so many. And that was the last one. Right, so I think the plan is now we're going to head to bed, wake up, jump into a time lapse, and get the first 3 houses kind of done. And the back to this one, of course. And then we can move our very first villagers in. As you can see, I'm just building a very simple townhouse design, utilizing all the materials we've obtained earlier. And I'm also temporarily blending it into the surface, just so that we don't have a floating house. Look at this, I'd say we've got a very good start here. I'm really liking what I've done so far. So we've got 4 simple houses. We've got a Fletcher's house. We've got a Librarian's house. We've got a someone's house and a loom person's house. So I think we need to chuck a bit of interior into these houses, and then we can move some of our villagers in. And let's just say we've got enough. This gas is really getting in my way, so let's get that moved first and foremost. Never mind. What am I meant to do in this situation? There we go. Just put him up there out of the way for now. And we'll start with a fletching room. So let's grab all of the flint we can and make as many tables as we can. I think 6 should be a good number, to be fair. And with the fletchers, we'll be able to trade all of our bamboo into emeralds. So I'm thinking something like this can work. I'll place some logs, some stairs, gate, and some signs. So I'm just going to actually come back here, and I'm going to remove these for now, because we need to separate these rooms with some trap doors and some planks, like so. And finally, I'm just going to make a couple of fail safes just in case they ever get loose, like so. Right, let's go grab some villagers, make a temporary way up, and just run some rails along here. And we're going to need to remove this door. There we go. Let's take our very first villager. And if this works correctly, I should be able to press a button. I should be able to press a button. Okay, it'd help if we had a minecart in there. Let's try that again. Press a button. Oh, that is perfect. And I'll send 2 up for now. Slight problem. Other way, pal. So I'm going to politely request that you move into there, buddy. Okay, this might be quite difficult because of those trap doors. There we go. Okay. That's number 1 in. There we go. That's number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And last but not least, oh my days. Do not go. Oh, you just have to make it difficult for me, don't you? And finally, number 6. You were a pain in my backside, you were. All right, I can put the door back on. And let's go lock in some trades for these guys. My plan for this was to utilize all the bamboo from the farms, craft them into sticks, and become a millionaire. All right, there we go. We've got 6 villagers who want sticks, which means this is our path to becoming a millionaire. There we go. A bit of decoration and we're good to go. This is the first villager complete. And the best way to see this is each stack of bamboo is another emerald. I think maybe at some point we need to look at those auto crafter things, because this is extremely painful, but it's all worth it as we're going to be rich. All right, who's up next? The librarians. Now, because of how important librarians are, I definitely think we're going to need to find some way of expanding how many librarians we can actually take. And my thought process behind that is to go upwards. This, however, will prove difficult when trying to move the villagers. But again, we're going to follow the exact same design. And this is my solution. So I've got 5 down here, and I've not really got a way up there right now, actually. Another 4 up here. And that should be enough for all the basic enchantments like mending, unbreaking, efficiency, and sharpness. But actually, I have got this room as well, so we could easily fit another 4 down here. So we did just that. So we'll start with the upstairs ones this time, because this will be a lot more difficult. Let's just get a powered rail in here somewhere. Oh, and I'm being attacked. There we go. All right, let's get these guys in. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. How many have we got down there left? Oh, there seems to be a roller coaster. Right, move out of the way. 1 at a time. 1 at a time. Oh my days, I've just hit him. I am so sorry, buddy. I think we might just have to punch out this wall temporarily. There we go. Let's get you all on this road. No, no. That way, yeah. Perfect. You're learning. You're learning. Get you on there, and we need to move you. I'm just going to block that off just in case. We're absolutely flying with this. Okay, here comes our last one. That is all the librarians in. And with a bit of decoration in, it's time we get cycling all of these trades. And right now, we're just looking for the most kind of generic and most important ones. And that is such like mending, unbreaking 3, and things like that. And it is annoying me how none of these are taking jobs. This could take a while.
One eternity later.
Finally! Oh my days. We got the first book we wanted, and that is Unbreaking 3. So I'm just going to run over, and I probably should have done this sooner, to go grab some paper so that I can actually lock in any of these trades. And our sugarcane farm has been doing us very well. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Unbreaking 3 is locked in. Finally. Only 13 more villages to go. Oh dear, what have I got myself into? Alright, so we're back, and we have got every villager we could possibly need, including sharpness, efficiency, flame, impaling, silk touch, feather falling, unbreaking, mending, and protection 4. And if we come through here, I've done a rubbish interior, and we come down into here, where I've got loads of shepherds, in which don't have some great trades, and I've just got a little room for a couple of butchers. I mean, it's nothing special, but it does the job. And we can't forget the armorers. But I think now the plan is, I am just going to spend a bit of time trading with these guys, and try and level them up a bit, which could get quite expensive quickly. And just quickly get myself a set of diamond armor, because this isn't doing me too well, and I don't really want to die before I see this place finished. And I don't really need any of this stuff, so I'm just going to put this there temporarily. And I'm relying purely here on bamboo and sugarcane. I guess I could maybe also use some sheep wool. I'm not going to get much from this because it's like an emerald for like 18, but hey, an emerald's an emerald. Oh wow, that is 100% not worth it. Thankfully, I've still got plenty of bamboo left, and we're almost one inventory full. Take my sticks. Oh yeah, I'm going to be a millionaire. That is not very lucrative at all. Oh my. What have you got for me now? Helmets? Not overly useful. And I accidentally bought way too many of them. Now we get into the good stuff. Diamond leggings. You can take them iron leggings off me. Okay, again, we need more emeralds. Right, well, I'll go grab a full set and then I'll be back with you. So there's the chest plate and the helmet. There we go. And we've got a full set with some spares because we needed to level him up. But we're good to go. I'm not sure why I've got all these, really. I don't know why I needed this many. Well, I don't know. Maybe they'll come in handy eventually. Right, what's today's to-do list? Now I think it's time to get started building the rest of these villager houses. As you can kind of make out, I'm just going for a very similar style, kind of pirate medievally themed. And now hopefully with the addition of these last few houses, we should have space for every type of villager. Alright, now this is looking amazing. We've just got 2 villagers left, but we can make that 1. Never mind. So we've got a couple more houses now, as you can see. We've got 5 toolsmiths. We've got plenty of fishermen through here to our farmers, some clerics, and last but not least, our masons. And we just need to get 2 more. And I'm not quite sure where that guy's got off to. Bro, just go that way, please. Oh. Hello. And there we go. So we've just got, let's have a look, 1 more. Yeah, 1 more here to do. Let me just remove all this rubbish. Right. Question is, do we have any left? Because we've been waiting a while to fill all these villages up, so I'm concerned we're not going to have any more. Let's have a look. No, we don't have any more left. So we're going to have to sit and wait for them to reproduce. And in the meantime, if I can just get a bird's eye view of this place. As you can see, I've kind of got this wide empty space of grass here. And we've kind of got all of our medieval houses circling it. So I'm thinking, what if we built like a bit of a centerpiece, like a church? Or something along those lines. I think that could be pretty cool. Now, it wouldn't have any purpose for the villagers, but I mean, let's be real, we're not really bothered about that anymore, as it'd look awesome. We might also build something just to get a bit of height to this place. Maybe just like a little tower like this. I'm not too sure. Let's have a look. But we've got time to kill, so. But before we do anything else, I'd like to just trade some more because I'd like a few tools. So we've got an axe, a shovel, and well, we've already got a pickaxe, so we should be good to go. Right, but now we can actually focus on this church. And the first thing we probably should do is get rid of all of this grass and convert it to a bit of moss and mud. That is so much better. We could just do with lighting it up though, and this 1 lantern probably won't do much, but there we go. So let's just clear some inventory and get some torches. So much dirt. I think I'm just going to build a little bit of a shed here. So if my stone's ready, okay, kind of, a bit of it's ready. Just going to make a bit of a foundation, probably just about here. I think that'll work. And if my floor's there, I can put some logs going around here. Probably do these 3 high. And we'll get all of these stripped. Get some logs going in between all of these. Here I'll put some sandstone and some smooth sandstone. And for this roof, I'm just going to follow along this kind of support structure I made inside with some stairs. And I'll curve these off. And then here, I'm just going to do a row of slabs with some gates on either side. And then I'm going to do a couple of windows here, 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 and here. And we'll do our fence gates open, some oak trap doors for the window, spruce to cover the roof. And then I'm just going to replace each of these stairs with a spruce log. There we go. Perfect. It's just a very simple exterior. And I think a little canopy here would look nice. And I think we'll do oak fences for the supports here, here, and here. And then I'm just going to run across a nice line of jungle slabs. Sweet. As you can see, it's just kind of a miniature version of these houses. And I've done a very simple interior. As you can see, just a couple of chests, which we might stock up with some supplies. And a few beds just in case we don't want to go all the way up there. But now I've got that out of the way, I think we're going to use probably this area for the church. But I think, unlike these houses, we're going to use some similar materials to these towers so that it stands out a bit as like a main structure. But the question is, do we have many of those blocks? Not very much diorite. We're running very low on sand and stuff. Wool we've got a bit. Concrete we might just manage. So we should probably get our inventory emptied and grab some more resources. So, to the mines we go. Alright, so we've got a few materials, and we've got some spare mud and some spare stone which we're going to put to use by crafting these into some stone bricks. We'll just do half and half. Right, let's get building. So I'm thinking we just have a bit of a base coming along this way, and we will remove all of these slabs. I think that's about a good enough base shape. That'll fill this kind of area nicely. I think we're going to have a bit of a porch here. And as you can see on the screen, this is the kind of style I'm going for. Just fill all of this in with oak planks. There we go. And we now need to deal with this wall. So I'm just going to start by building it up with our basic smooth sandstone. And then we'll come back and texture it. I just want to figure out how tall we should do this. Yeah, I think 4 is a good height. I don't want it towering over too much. So now we just need to chuck a bit of texture into this. So I've got some basic sandstone, and I'm going to use some birch planks and some birch stripped logs. There we go. Just a bit of detail makes this so much better. And I've just punched out a few holes for windows. So if I just make a crafting table, and I want to make some polished diorite, and we'll convert them into stairs. I'm going to place them all here. And then I need to grab my pale wood. Right, let's just convert all of that into planks and some sticks. Then we need all of our fences. I want to make 2 fence gates and some signs. And then I'll put the signs on top of each of the stairs, put our fences in the windows, and then I'm going to put some fence gates on either side of this one and make some walls that I can bring down on either side. And this bit maybe will be slightly raised. I really need to make some scaffolding. And then I just want to make a few mud brick slabs to run across here and then run a second line across. And this will be like a little miniature roof. We'll go up to a second stage and then the proper roof. And then I'll do the same on this side, like so. And then with my pale oak signs, I'm just going to run a trim along here without falling down. And then we need to get a few windows in here. So I think for this, I'm just going to do something like that and then do the same like so. And we'll do that the whole way along. Apart from I seem to miss every block I place. And some signs like so. And we just need to do that all the way over there. And then you probably guessed it. We're going to bring these slabs all the way across for our final roof. And the final thing for this section is I think a bell here would look pretty cool. Now we don't have a bell, but I sure do know where we'll have one. There we are. As if I've not taken enough from this village already. Thank you. And there we go. And it works. So now we just need to flip this onto the other side. Oh yeah. All right, well, we're starting to get somewhere now, and this is looking pretty nice. We just need to do the front, the back, and the tower. I think the front and the back will be 2 very similar shapes in that they'll both have a wall. There we go, somewhat simple like that. And then we just need our walls, and we need to do the same on the other side. And then I'm just going to do a little trim with some slabs and some signs. And I've got a bit carried away, but I finished it. And I've just added a few details up here to symbolize that curve, which means we just need to do this final tower now, and then the interior, and then we're done. And like any typical tower, we just need to build it up. And we've stopped about here because I think that's high enough. And then we just need to add 4 pillars in each corner. And we'll just do some sort of wall design for kind of smaller pillars with some fence gates and of course some signs, and then we'll obviously build these up slightly and also build up our walls. Question is, will we have enough left? And we should do some sandstone in the corners, and we need some more sandstone walls. I'll also make a couple of birch signs whilst we're here to fill the roof in and add some signs for a bit of detail here. All right, let's just say I got a little bit carried away. As you can see, I've just done a very simplistic church interior. I've not only built a couple of trees, but I've also finished the tower and just a tiny garden around the back. Now, I think that concludes this whole place. So I'm just going to add a few final details, including a tower to symbolize the villager breeder and a few street decorations. And then I think we're finally done with this town. And we have still got this nether portal to do, but I think I'm going to save that until the next video. And hopefully by now, we should have one more villager. Yep, yes, we do. There we are. And let's get him all moved in. Get the trapdoor, remove the minecart. Put your workstation in, and there we go. Let's just quickly clean this up, and then we're good to go. And just like that, gone without a trace. Alrighty, there we go. We're practically done with this place. And I've just had a bit of an idea, because we got a bit of empty space here. And before I build a tower or finish with some street details, there's one thing I want to do, and let me give you a clue. So I've got a diamond sword, and I've just spent some time enchanting a bow from our villagers, because I don't really fancy zombifying every single villager in this town. So I'm not thinking, why not start a raid? And to do that, I need to A, fortify my base, and B, get bad omen. Now, on my travels, I found a pillager outpost, so once I've blocked off all of these doors, I'll head over there. And I've learned from my mistakes to block off every single door, otherwise we'll end up with some dead villagers. Alright, that's every door blocked off, so hopefully now, if I bring a raid over here, all the villagers will be perfectly safe, yeah, I'll con them all into becoming a hero, and then they'll give me free emeralds.
Stonks.
Oh, I'm a genius. There's our pillager outpost. So let's take this nice and steady. Charge! Oh, I probably should have enchanted my sword as well. Oh, this was not a good idea. Oh, well, we're here now. Should we test this bow? Ooh, I quite like that. Who's got bad omen for me? How do I get in here? Yeah, that's the door. Why is there so many? Still no captain, though. Oh, it's about time. Hello. Bad omen. Bad omen 2. Wait, what? All right, I might regret this. Let's do this. All right, what's the strategy for this? I'm not too sure. I guess other than survive and make sure my villagers survive. Come on, let's get this show on the road. Oh, they're up there. I can see them. Let's see how good's my aim. Oh, hello. Oh, he's crazy with it. Oh, this is light work. Round 1 done. Oh, it's John or whatever it's called. The Vindicator. Oh, I don't like these people. Oh, he's coming for me. What a grave mistake you have made, boy. Oh, my days, they do some damage. We're all right up until those Vexes come. Okay, and with this awesome MLG shot, that'll be round 2 done. Oh, there's witches this time. Oh, there's a Ravager. Oh, it appears to be coming right for me as well. Oh, it's definitely coming for me. Oh, my gosh. Yep, can't get me up here. What? It's chopping down the tree. Since when could it do that? You're rubbish, you, mate. Right, that's round 3. Oh, that's over there this time. So far away. Thankfully, I'm like a sniper. Oh, look at that. I sure hope this is the final round. Oh, my days. What? Right, I need to kill those Vindicators before they spawn Vexes. Why is he so fast, though? Okay, he spawned Vexes. Chat, are we cooked? Ooh, a Totem of Undying. We might not be cooked. Oh, we're cooked. What on earth is going on? I'm just going to put that Totem of Undying on right now. I think they're after something over there. I could do it like a grenade. Oh, they've seen me. Stay back. Thank God for punch. And there's 2 Ravengers this time. Oh no! Oh my days. I'm so weak. If he hits me, it's game over. Uh-oh. Vex alert. Whoa! Oh no. Let's just heal. I actually hate Vexes so much. And they've just disappeared. Go away! Oh no! Uh-oh. 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 Oh, they seem to have breached the city. Oh my days, I need city walls or something. Oh no. I'm just gonna tank it. We're not gonna tank it. I've just popped my totem. Oh my days. I best get like 3 mending books for life or something after this. This is ridiculous. Right, now there's one more somewhere. Oh my days, thank the Lord for that. Right, please be worth it. Please be worth it. Let me start with my villagers. Oh my, look at my inventory. Right, tell me it was worthwhile. I mean, it was all right. It's half price, pretty much. Okay, that was probably worth it. How long do I have that for? 40? I've only got that for 40 minutes. Oh my, I best get trading. Let me clear this up, and then I think it's time to put this video to bed. Just check for casualties, and I think we're good. Look at that. Survival rate 100%. All right, let's clear my inventory and get on with this final piece of the town. Where do I even put all of this stuff? Put my crossbows in there, along with my shield. I feel like keeping all of these totems on me. That was ridiculous. Let me grab these materials, and then let's build this final bit. All right, so with those few final decorations, this town is complete. So as you can see, we've got a little wooden area, which comes up into our Fletchers. A bit of a nice courtyard, our church. Upstairs, we've got librarians, toolsmiths, some shepherds. A bit of a tower to symbolize where our villager breeder once stood. And it is actually still under there. And we might actually do something about moving it up. But we'll have a look at that. We've got our butchers, our armorers, fishermen, farmers, clerics, and last but not least, our stonemasons. And I'm very pleased with how this turned out. And we've got every single villager. With time running very short with my hero villager, I best go grab some emeralds and put them to use. But whilst I panic buy, let's take in the scenes. If you've liked this video, comment emerald. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.